Alright, we're live, it says.
Yay! Hello!
Hello.
Oh, I should turn my fan off.
Oh, God.
Sorry if it was loud.
Alright. Hello. And welcome to another episode of the Talk Anime to Me podcast. Number 27, guys.
Wow.
We're getting up there.
Yeah.
We are.
This month we watched the Backstreet Girls Gokudolls and the movie
Yay.
Angel's Egg, which are two vastly different animes.
Mm-hmm, but in the best way.
Oh, they are something.
That's a good way to put it. I like that.
They are something.
Something. So how's everyone doing?
I feel swell.
Oh, somebody does feel swell, for sure.
Yeah, I'm feeling extra swell. I prepared for this podcast because Gokudolls.
She's the newest member of the Yakuza.
Yeah, I'm the newest.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody.
Mark, do you want to tell everybody the premise of the anime before I go off on my little tangent of how I prepared?
The Backstreet Girls Gokudolls anime is about three Yakuza who botched a job for their boss so bad that the only way to recoup his losses was either to A, kill them, or B, send them to Thailand where they could have a sex change and become an idol group.
Yeah. And they are definitely Yakuza through and through, and I prepared for this stream by drinking. Yeah.
Before we go too much further, the fucking Thailand doctors that they show are
amazing.
Hilarious.
Amazing. Also, wait, before we go any further, spoilers. There's going to be spoilers. We're reviewing the whole thing.
I forgot about that, yes. There will be spoilers.
Thought about that today. I was like, have we been saying that?
Yeah, there will be spoilers. We should just put that in our link, in our bio.
Yeah. Spoiler.
There's spoilers. It's a review. Oh, and this specific episode is not sponsored by Absolute Vodka.
Yeah.
Not
sponsored by Absolute.
Not.
Dylan,
oh, no.
The podcast shot, please. We just started off right. Oh, I just want to say, I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but the reason that their idol group name is Gokudolls is because it's a portmanteau of the word Gokudo, which means Yakuza, or it's another word for Yakuza.
That, yeah.
Yes, and they're dolls, obviously, because they're pretty girls. I didn't know that until I was, like, looking some stuff up, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I thought I'd share that in the beginning. Cheers. I don't know what to say before you drink. Is there, like, a phrase you say in Japanese before you drink? Mark, would you know that? Kanpai?
Yeah.
Okay, kanpai. Have the shot.
I believe that's what
just
it
say
is. Yeah.
Clinkies.
Or 10 years ago, it was just singing shots. So, you know.
I mean, you're not wrong, yeah. Shot.
10 years ago.
Oh, there's
So
a copyright
long ago.
strike, sorry.
Doesn't feel that long ago, but it was.
This is for adults.
Yeah, this is.
So I did mark this as not for children, but I did not make this a mature episode.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be.
I didn't think
No.
so.
Fine. I don't think it needs to be mature just because we talk about mature things. I think it needs to be mature if it's like
Shimonetta.
pornographic. You know, if
Well,
it's like Shimonetta.
there are certain scenes. The anal fissures, dare I say.
or with the still not understanding it when they had to get sex out of Lena's mind, which is weird for me to say because again that's my daughter's name, when they had to get that out of her mind and they forced her to watch days probably worth of pornography while a dog in heat sat there with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not just a dog.
And then the other dog came in and then what? Best or worst part of the anime.
There are also arm boobs. You saw those.
Arm boobs made me laugh out loud. I almost spit my drink out.
I literally can't tell you. I cannot remember the last time I've laughed out loud, extremely loudly at an anime, and this did it. I watched it in English, which for me personally, I like watching comedy animes in English because it's just, funnier, and like they usually like will translate jokes that'll like, translate to me versus someone who like lives in Japan or whatever, and it's like, I don't know, it's easier to get into like the comedy of it, and it fucking cracked me up so hard. I was so disappointed when it ended. I literally outwardly said, "Oh, is that it?" Like, I was so into this anime, man.
I want more. Come on.
That's so funny that you say that. This anime was good, but it bored me to tears.
Oh, no! I knew you were going to say that. I was like, watch.
So,
fucking Immunity's going to be like, I hated it.
No, I didn't hate it. I have 10 pages of notes writing down all the shit that happened. Oh. And every third episode, I'm like, the show is tiresome. The show is boring. The show is just a lot of yelling. There's comedic value, but it's also garbage.
No way! This is one of the best animes I've ever seen. I love it.
I started it.
This is the reason I like anime. I love this.
I started and I was having a hard time at first with how the episodes were set up.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I feel almost like I didn't really look into it, but I feel like it's like an Azumanga Daioh situation where it's like it might have started off as a fucking like funny in the newspapers of Japan first before it became an anime.
Oh, maybe.
Well, funny you should say that, because the studio that did the production for this anime did also Azumanga Daioh.
Oh, look at that!
Because I was like, why is this art style seems to be so familiar? I was like, okay, what's the studio? And they also did One Punch Man, so I'm like, yeah, this makes sense.
Oh, really? See, they got the comedy in there. One Punch Man's a very funny show. I gotta say.
Yeah, One Punch Man, great. Backstreet Girls.
I thought it was hilarious. I literally thought it was so funny, but I was also like, I bet some people are going to think that this is trying to be offensive, and I don't think that it is. I really think.
Neither do I.
I really think that this anime isn't trying to be offensive. If anything, I think it's doing justice to the trans community. Because hear me out, right? So they are Yakuza, right? And their whole like, this is who I am, and it doesn't matter what body they're in, that's who they are. You know what I mean? So I feel like in that sense, you know what I mean? It's kind of like doing that justice, saying that, outwardly, like, it doesn't matter. You are who you are inside, no matter what your body is. And I thought that was kind of cool. But also, I think that it could come across like they're making fun of idols, but I think that really what they're doing is comparing how hard it can be. You know what I mean? Like, as funny as a lot of the shit they do is, I bet you that stuff really happens to those people sometimes. You know what I mean? And it probably is that awful. And it's like funny in the moments when you're watching the episodes, but then there's moments where you're like, oh my God, this is really horrifying because like, but this actually happens to people. And it's like really making you think from these two different walks of life, how very similar they can be. And I think that it's a lot more insightful than it comes across. Like, it's obviously supposed to be stupid and fucking funny, but also I think that it's, teaching a little bit more of a valuable lesson than it's leading on, It's just hiding it in comedy, which I think is genius.
I agree with you on that part, but I don't think there was any moral delivery that was being offered. I think
maybe not directly.
I think they were going straight comedy. I don't think they were at least trying to be offensive. If you look at them, say that's offensive and they're trying to do that, we could go back to Shimonetta and be like, well, they're doing the same thing with that.
Everything's offensive.
Yeah. It's like,
well, here's the thing, is even though it's portrayed, I was actually having this conversation with my friend who lives in Japan, very recently, we were actually thinking of starting a podcast together because like media in Japan is so much different than here. And, we were talking about like the LGBTQ community, there versus America, and how it's crazy because in Japan, in the media, it's portrayed like it's totally okay, but actually it's super not okay over there. She told me, she was like, it's really like not cool here. And I was like, that's so weird because in media here, they're so sensitive about it, not portraying it for whatever reason. But actually in real life, everyone's usually pretty chill about that. So
Right.
I just think it's like really strange, that they made it, like such a big part of it, and like everyone was super okay with it. And even though it was like a big joke, everyone was still kind of okay with it, to some extent. Like even Mari's dad, like he was like, oh yeah, hey, guess what? I'm actually.
Oh my god.
When he's like,
so
I guess I want to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. And then
like-
he shows up. He's like, oh.
Oh,
Well.
we're telling each other the same thing.
Hey, Dad.
It's so
Hi,
fucking
Mom.
funny. Like, just too funny. I think it's delivering like real life in just such a comedic way, and I just thought it was gold. I loved it. I thought it was so funny.
I think it had the bones for a story, but the story was so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I'm like, just and one of the things that I did with this anime that I don't usually do after the first couple episodes, I let the theme song play, the opening theme play all the way through, and then I watched it on Netflix. And you know how they have that? They'll say watch credits. I'll be like, and I clicked on watch credits. I didn't want to go to the next episode yet because I liked both the beginning song and the closing song. All the songs in the middle or whatever, but it's so like K-pop, J-pop idol stuff that it's like it's there. And this is a bit that I wanted to bring, but I looked it up. Like the music itself, the 3 actresses that did the voices put together an album that has 11 songs on it. And the name of the album, I have it here somewhere, is called Gokudolls Music. And the name of the group is Gokudolls. I'm not sure if I say this right, but it's Nijigumi. But
Great.
you give that a listen. So,
I will. I like that
I
they're
bet you can
boss
find
with
it
all
on
their
Spotify.
lyrics.
oh yeah. But like I said, the show is fucking annoying.
We couldn't disagree more.
It has so much potential. So much. The writing was missing. The writing was not fluid. It bounced around too much, and then it caught itself like episode 6, 7. I was like, okay, but I was still bored. I was like, what the hell?
See, I actually thought this was one of the most interesting animes we've watched, and I was like nonstop, like couldn't, like it went by so fast for me. I was like, this is so great, and I couldn't even get enough of it. And like, I think that each like segment, I think it's like chapter form. I think they put it like exactly like how a
It was
manga
very
was.
much like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when a stage play tries to go on TV. It was very much that.
Mm.
But it was decent.
I love
You're going to
it.
be very surprised and probably hate my rating, but we'll get to that.
Probably. But I mean, can we all agree that perverts who want to grope people should just be given boob jobs so they can just grope themselves? Because I
Right?
really feel
did
like
that. I did like that a
that's
lot.
a good solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, Inagane was like, go grope yourself, bro.
When he said that, I was like, oh my god, please tell me he's just gonna put boobs on him. And I was like, oh my god, he just put boobs on him.
Yeah.
So funny. Oh my god, it's so funny.
As much as I didn't really care for this anime, I do hope there's a season 2.
I do too. Because literally watching this, it was literally like watching me and Daisy and Kelly just hanging out.
Oh.
I was like, this is us just being like foul mouthed and like drinking. Like, ah, fuck yeah!
So,
I miss my dick. I miss my dick.
I miss my dad.
get up on a
We can,
rooftop and
remember
try to
saying that.
piss.
We can also talk telepathically to each other and be like,
Absolutely.
bro, what is going on? Why? Yeah!
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Oh yeah, and also remember that one time when we just groped each other? Yeah, that
I was going to say that. In a line, just, like, are we bonding now?
No.
I put a note down for that.
That was
I
like
serious.
that's the new version of the Human Centipede.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no.
no.
My note was literally, let me read you my exact note about it. Hold on, let me, fuck.
Mm.
No, I don't want my cell phone. Where is it? Oh my god, no, it was so funny. Yeah, I remember that when Kelly and Daisy and I bonded by sitting in a line and groping each other's tits. I literally wrote that up right now. Obviously, that's not true. Oh my god. And when Mari is like has the fucking hemorrhoid surgery, and
Oh my gosh.
she gets really pissed off at the blood she got her ass.
It's my period.
It's just my period. I fucking laughed. I was dying so hard. I was like, it's just my period. Oh god. No, it's not. Oh, fucking got
My
me.
note here in the subject of that is when she also goes, my anus is destroyed from constipation and hemorrhoids. And I put just a long line full of, no!
Oh man, I gotta drop a deuce. It's turtle heading.
Well, thank God she went to that woman's only clinic. You know.
Yeah. And the doctor's like, we're women's only, right? Wait,
Yeah.
what do you mean? I was so confused by that. I was like, what do you mean? Does she still have balls? Like, I was so confused. I was like, what do you mean? Like, she had the whole thing. Like, it should at least look like a vajay. And I didn't understand why she said that. I was so confused. I was like, did they leave something? I don't understand. I was so confused by it. Because, like, they said they cut their dicks off. So I was like, I didn't understand. I was confused why she said that. How could she tell? Oh, and then they said the way that she fingered their starfish. That was wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I love the way they
Maybe
talk.
we should go see that doctor.
Man, I'm so jealous of your anal fissures.
Jesus.
Sorry, man.
So,
I was gonna mention, like, poor Takimaru. He was the one that was like had to then go to Thailand, and he came back, and then the Yakuza boss was just like, never mind. And then it just like goes to the scene, and it shows that he's now working in the gay district. I was like, no, why?
Starts a new life in the LGBTQ community in Tokyo.
He goes into the victim support club holding the hand of the man with the titties.
Oh my
Just
god.
the titties.
The support group fucking cracked me up so hard. I was so frustrated with like the boss and his wife though, because I was like, just talk. Just stop. Just talk directly. Just say exactly what's happening.
Same.
just remember the rapper pigeon.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's how you gotta do it. Just move your head back and forth.
That's a good excuse people should use. No, I was just showing this girl how to rap like a pigeon. She wasn't giving me a blowjob.
She wasn't rapping. Never mind.
She wasn't wrapping just dick in her around her mouth. That's not what was.
She wasn't doing it right. I had to show her how.
God.
But they were so funny at the end when they were like screaming and they're like, "Our love is galaxy weight." Like,
Yeah.
what's that mean? So silly. Oh my god. I literally don't even like the fucking boss's power trip was just putting tits on people. It was just
Seriously.
everything, man. I seriously love this anime, man. I'm so disappointed you didn't like it, Immunity. It was so funny. This was so funny. I cracked up so hard for this.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
I was
It
gonna talk
was-
about like also like the dad that had the swimsuit that had I think it was
Oh,
Mari's face.
That was pretty funny.
The dad
And
of the son.
Yeah. And I can't remember who was talking to him, but the guy like had Chica, or was that her name?
Yeah,
Her name?
Chica.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had
Chica.
underwear that had her face on it. I was like, oh.
It was like her underling when she was like still a guy in the
Yeah.
Yakuza. Oh my
They
god.
call each other bro.
Oh my god.
There were a lot of moments in this.
I love
There
it.
were a lot of moments in this.
I think the only moment that I really didn't like was when I can't remember who said it, but they were like, "You'll never be as pretty as a real girl," and I was like, "Whoa. Okay, hold the phone. Okay, they
That
are.
was the
real."
American boss.
That was the only thing
Yeah, that
that
was
I
the
thought was
American
kind of
boss.
fucked up. Yeah, that was the only thing I thought was kind of shitty. But like
But
other
you-
than that,
That's in there, I think, because that is the sentiment of some people.
that's probably true. You're probably absolutely right.
Yeah,
So you watched it
I
in
would.
English, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, I just want to say as a side note, there is an exponential amount of trans women that are significantly more attractive than I am. So, like, that's just That's just not true. Like, oh my god.
Did anyone else watch it in Japanese but with the subtitles on it?
No.
I didn't. I watched it in English. Did you watch it in
Okay.
Japanese?
I did because that's just what I default to. But
Yeah.
like,
Me too, usually, but yeah, with this it was different.
like the mob boss and the Yakuza boss, like they like going back and forth. They're just going "Braza" like really obnoxiously, and then
They did that in
Lena.
In English, they were just going, "Motherfucking brother, yeah, fucking brother." I made a note about it.
That whole scene, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
And Lena was worse. Like her kind of American accent that they tried to throw in there was really funny because she's supposed to just say Jesus, but she goes, "Oh Jesus!" Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus, like
that
someone.
they named like every American guy George, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
George, he was God money.
There was like both of the American dudes were both named George. Like,
Yeah. Way to go, Japan.
good job. I mean, fuck us, whatever.
George.
Oh my god.
It's Jorge.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's so great. Oh my god. I think the ending of the anime was probably my favorite part of it, though. You know, like when the
I
boss
think it was
fucking pranked
Amelia's
him.
favorite too.
It was so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, do you want to go free? Pranked!
I got you.
Fucking scream laugh. That was so funny.
That damn actor was probably one of the best parts. When he in his movie, he's like, "I wasn't born a baby. I was born a full-grown man."
That fucking got me so hard. Oh my god. That was so funny.
Again, it has bones. I want more.
I was born a full-grown man. I'm Benjamin Button.
Yeah. I'm Benjamin Button.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if you guys caught it, but episode 7, the opening song, it changed.
Oh.
It did. Yes, I noticed that.
I skipped almost all of them because Netflix automatically does that when it's like going from episode to episode. I didn't see what changed.
It was only one episode. It was the opening and the closing song. Instead of it being basically the Gokudolls, it was like, I guess it was them when they were men.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up on YouTube right now.
It's
Or
the
I
same
can-
episode that had the sex and the porn while dogs were watching them.
Shut the fuck up! Oh my god.
I legit put on their sex porn while dogs watched and dogs fuck. I'm like,
I can't
like, what?
believe that that's a
Hold
thing
on.
that's happened in an anime that we've watched and reviewed now. Oh shit. Okay. Let's see. I'm watching it now. Okay, hold on. Let's see these dudes.
yeah. Listen to them sing. It's not as good.
Oh, is it different? Hold on.
It's the same song. It's just, See?
Careful now, don't get us copyrighted.
Yeah, no copyright. Nobody hear that. Blah 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 blah. blah, blah.
Man, it must have been so fun to do the voice acting for all this.
Yes, I was thinking that as I was watching it, honestly. These people were probably dying in the studio. I don't even know how people do stuff like this.
I'm sure they had to do multiple takes. There's no
I'm
way.
Sure.
Like this kind of like comedy and hentai, I feel like people must always be laughing in the studio. You know
So
what I mean?
Bible Black again. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Absolutely. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that is coming. We're watching that.
For research.
For research. Oh man.
I am picking up what you were putting down.
I'm putting it down. I'm going to put it down multiple times.
What is going on?
Oh.
We were
Wait,
so
there's an
off
actual
topic.
manga.
All right.
There's an actual manga series for it. It's 12 volumes, but they do have it in manga form.
Oh God.
I would buy it.
Oh joy. All right, Mark, get us back on topic.
All right. Well, I don't really need to ask us how we felt going into it anymore. Kind of just explained all the punchlines and everything. So I guess we
all
can
we
just...
really had to work with was like 10 episodes.
True.
We are seasoned pros now.
I guess we can just jump into like our favorite and least favorite characters.
Let's do that. Who wants to go first?
You do, Immunity. You know you do.
Okay. So, there really isn't a favorite character that I have. I just put in my notes, I said, maybe George/Lena. Just because she offered a different perspective on everything.
Yeah.
True.
It was basically, I don't know, it's like you see it from the Yakuza side, and then you have this American dude that's like so full of himself, and he comes over and he's like, wait, what the hell?
Yeah.
And,
Do you not
and then
know?
he has the change, and then the boss doesn't want him anymore. So I guess if I had to choose a favorite, it would be Lena.
Ender's here.
Hey, Ender.
Hello there, Ender.
You
Konnichiwa.
25
Actually,
minutes.
it's evening time, so it would be konbanwa.
It would be Konbanwa.
Yeah, konbanwa. Get it right.
You would be correct. Konnichiwa is for the afternoon.
Yeah.
Hello. No, I'm being
Don't
an
listen to
asshole.
Krista right now. She's being brought to us by Absolute.
Speaking of, hey Dylan, you pouring another shot?
Hey, Absolute Vodka, if you want to sponsor though,
Yeah, but seriously, hit us up.
hey,
But we'll drink every episode if you need us to.
oh god,
Don't think I
I think it's
won't.
once a month.
Yeah, that might make me go back to having some drinks.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
So
Just send this out.
I'm gonna need to have some drinks before we go into this whole religious discussion of fucking angel things.
Oh,
So.
fucking Jesus Christ.
How many times has this happened now?
Hey,
Right?
Mark.
What's your least favorite character?
Yes.
Who?
You know, I'm going, since there's no main character,
Oh,
I can't choose the main character,
I know.
but I
That's
would
why
so
I wanted
hardcore
you to
choose
go
the main
first.
character in this one. But my least favorite character, the fucking fans, man. The fans, all the fans. They
yeah.
were so
You know what's
annoying. I
sad?
hated.
You know
I
what's
hated-
sad, Immunity?
What's
Is
that?
that they're real, though. All
They are
those
very real.
people are real.
I don't think. I think every single character they put in the anime is a real person that one of the actors met in real life.
Would not be surprised.
I at least like the one that was like, I'm a masochist, can you please punch me?
Oh my god, and she's like, yes!
Chica's like, yeah, sure. I want you to stare at my underwear. Gross.
The fucking guy who was like, just stare at my underwear for like 5
Yeah.
minutes straight. That was something else, man. That's like some DM that I got on DeviantArt or some crazy shit. That's fucking weird. Just keep that to yourself, man. It's cool. You can be into whatever you want. No judgments. Don't push it on me.
Yeah.
Poor Chica.
And then while she's looking, he's like, this is so embarrassing. She's looking at my underwear. And I'm like, oh, how do I eject out of this whole situation?
Can I just stop watching right now? Fast forward.
Jesus.
Bringing back memories from 10 years ago, huh, Daisy?
Oh, God. That's why I like left DeviantArt and all that.
When we used to cosplay all the time.
I got some weird things said to me. Even though I was cosplaying as boys, but you know.
You did that mostly, that's true.
Whatever.
It's fucking whatever.
I like, wait, hold on really quick. I just remembered the masseuse, her name was Karen, and that really made me laugh, and I just wanted to share that. The woman who was like, oh my god, you're like really rough on your skin. Do you want a massage? And her name was Karen, and because that Karen meme is going around, it really got me, and I was laughing pretty hard about it. Who wants to go next? Favorite characters?
I guess I can take a shot here.
Do it.
God. How can I say everyone and no one at the same time? I guess like a character I appreciate was Konoshita, like the manager.
Yeah.
Because he was just trying.
He was such a fucking idiot.
He was so dumb, but he was so.
I have it in my notes that he was an idiot.
And I think that's why I loved him. He was just so stupid the whole time.
I don't know what it sounded like. I don't know what it sounded like in Japanese, but when he tries to perform his song that he wrote for them in English,
when he mocks them, it cracks me up so hard. He's like, "You guys sound like fucking idiots."
Remember, he had that manuscript or whatever you called it. His like his guide to women.
Yeah.
I am a
master of girlsology.
That's what it was.
I know exactly how they feel, and then he couldn't figure them out. He's like, I clearly don't know. I have to go back to studying or research throughout his fucking degree.
I want someone to create that shirt, a master of girlsology, and give it to Mark.
I don't want it.
Just cause.
No.
But I think just as a completely stupid character, I was like, yeah, okay, you got it.
That guy was an idiot.
Oh, I loved it. I don't know why I love really stupid things.
He was like he was funny though, because he'd be like, "Oh, they're really fired up about this. I just mentioned war."
Yeah.
So fucking just oblivious. It was fun. He was pretty funny.
Yeah. Least favorite, I don't know. Maybe like what was that like young girl's name?
Yui.
What, Yui?
Yeah.
We all know who you're talking about.
She's just annoying. When she was crying, it was very obnoxious. I was like, God, shut up. Go back home. You are a high schooler around these Yakuza. Like, go home.
Right.
And they're like 30. Ew. She's literally half their age. Like
she came out to them, like, peeing, doing that pee thing. And
she wants
like,
to be
I could
free.
do it
I
too.
want to try. That actually, honestly, though, that scene was so funny to me. I was, like, cracking up so hard. Why can't I try? Why am I the only one?
We'll be the ones that do that.
we'll do that. You don't know.
Yeah. No. Which is weird, because you're like, you can watch.
She's like, okay, I'll do the sex appeal, and then she like lifts up her skirt, and I was like, no!
I'll go get a sex change.
Oh my! And then I'll get a sex change back.
God,
so ridiculous. I love it.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
The absurdity of it.
I don't know. Those are both just kind of random. I'm like, it's just like everyone and no one at the same time.
Oh man.
How about you, Krista?
Mari was my absolute favorite, hands down. I loved her. She fucking cracked me up. Literally, the first time she was like, "Man, I gotta drop a deuce and poking out a turtle head right now." I was like, she's my favorite character. That's it. That's the end of it. And then when she was like, "Yeah, the other day I found a white pube in my fucking vagina or whatever," I was like, Jesus Christ, she's amazing. She like cracked me up so hard, man. She got me. Just her all the time. And then with the whole like anal fissure thing, and then like the ass bleeding. Oh man, she just got me. That was great. This Mari was so funny to me.
All the anal prolapse.
Yeah, the triple anal disease.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The whole thing just really got me. I really liked all the idols, honestly. I also really liked the boss. He probably is my second favorite. But I think my least favorite, probably the boss's wife. She was stupid. I fucking hate her. She was really annoying. Like, why wouldn't you just go to your husband and be like, hey, explain, like, actually, like, in detail, not just, like, vaguely with things that don't make a lot of sense. Like, just tell me. I don't know. It was frustrating to watch. What about you, Mark?
Mine are the same as yours. I really liked Mari. I thought it was hilarious when she was like, she met that actor who she was like enamored with.
Oh my god, yes.
Can you get Chica's autograph?
Yeah, and then he was like, I am willing to do anything for this man.
That's crazy.
And then he was like, can you give me Chica's autograph?
I was too scared to talk to her.
He wasn't born a baby.
Poor man. But yeah, I liked her, and then I did not like the boss's wife at all. I was like, God damn, she's super fucking annoying.
And what's up with her hair? It changed size constantly. It did. It definitely in different shots was way bigger.
She used to be an idol, so you know.
But we never got to see her sing or anything. What's up with that? I want to see. Right. Show me the goods, man.
She's a fraud.
Yeah, she can't actually sing. Gosh. Good.
I did like when you find out that the boss is married to her.
Yeah.
When like someone's just like talking shit about her super hard, and he just beats the shit out of him with the radio.
Yeah.
And then it flashes to like find out that they're married.
Yeah.
That cracked me up.
That was so good. I did not expect that. I gotta say, I didn't see that coming. And then he beats up all of his like subordinates when they punch her in the face, and he's like, "You gotta treat women better." And I'm like,
then he's like, "I should have been more clear with you. This is my fault too." And he smashes the barrel into his head.
I'm a piece of shit. Like, so funny. It's just so great, man. They were like, as much as I hated her, their love was truly a treat. But I didn't like her. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
Oh, shout out to their boss though. When that guy was creeping on them, the one that ended up like getting the boobs on his arms. Because wasn't he the one that was creeping on them? And then he was just like, he kept calling them his property. And I was just like, yeah, fucking give it to him, like defend them. And then he's like, and now I'm gonna beat the shit out of all y'all. And I'm like, what?
I just literally can't believe that you would put boobs on somebody's arms. Like
that part, I busted up laughing at that part.
It was so funny.
I was like,
they were like, "This is our best work." I was like,
"He's not gonna put tits on that guy's arms." And the next scene is that guy with tits on his arms. Oh my god, fucking lost it.
Oh my god, so funny. I really enjoyed this. This was definitely a good comedy anime, at least for my tastes. I gotta say.
You're all welcome. I'm glad I picked it.
Yeah, thank you for this pick, Daisy. Honestly, really good pick. At least in my opinion, really got me. I had a great.
I'm really interested to see how Immunity rated this one.
Yeah, me too. Let's do the ratings then. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do the ratings. So who wants to go first?
I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you guys go.
Wow.
I fucking loved it. This is this is one of my new favorites. I love this so much. I'll watch this 1,000 times.
You are very, very kind.
I loved this. This got me laughing out loud so hard, and that takes a lot for me to literally laugh out loud. Like, I'll think something's really funny and just outwardly be like, but I literally was like, so yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10. Okay, I can respect that. So, Daisy?
I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Still pretty high up there because I was laughing a lot. It was just little things. But I was like, man, can we get more? Like, damn.
Now, are you guys basing these ratings on our rating system?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think like my lowest scores went to like the character wise and all that, but I was like, man, everything else.
My lowest score went to the animation, but honestly, I think that the aesthetic of it really fits for what it is. So I kind of like the choice that they made, but like, I probably would have given it a 10 out of 10 if like the animation itself was a little bit better. I really liked this. I really did.
Okay. Mark?
Okay.
I'm nervous now. I don't know. So I didn't give it a 9. I didn't give it an 8. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Ooh, look at that! It's like
and
9, 8, 7.
Part of it was the animation. Part of it was enjoyability. There were parts of it that I was just like slogging through. I'm like, this is not. It was all funny, but like, I mean, you said there were parts that were super fucking boring.
I think I got bored during like one part, so I totally understand what you guys are saying.
But yeah, mine was a 7 out of 10.
Nice.
Okay, not bad.
You can be like,
Now,
It's like,
here we go.
So I did not give it a 6.
damn.
I didn't give it a 5.
ooh, no.
So my rating, my exact rating, I'm not rounding up or down. Again, entertaining, but lacking a lot. My rating is a 3.4.
I was close.
Yeah.
Higher than what I thought you were going to give it. Oh, man.
Yeah. Again,
I like when we don't agree.
yeah, it makes it for. I mean, we always.
Podcasting.
It's
Yeah.
good to have the different opinions on things, you
Yeah,
know, because then you
absolutely.
get to see the pros and the cons.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't have very many episodes where we all disagree. We have a lot of episodes where we're just like, this anime
the same
was shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, that's my rating. Our rating system, I had a few zeros on there, a few ones, a couple twos. My overall enjoyment for this entire thing was a 4. So
Oh. Out of 15.
out of 15,
Oh.
and that was being kind. So
I love this.
thank you for choosing this anime, Daisy.
It was
I-
an experience he'll never forget.
That's
Well, I'm
true.
glad.
I love the idea. When you first chose this and I read the description, I was like, cool, this is going to be great. But then it wasn't.
And then it
No.
wasn't. Oh.
So,
You know, sometimes it just do be like that.
granted, my rating has not. It's not going to make this a bad overall rating for our
Not
group.
really.
You know, so you guys did a 9, 8, and 7. That's a 24, and then my little 3. You know, it doesn't do too bad on the overall.
No, it's still over half.
You know, we still got Cabinary, we still got Vatican Miracle Examiners,
Nothing will
God.
be worse
I-
than Vatican Miracle Examiner.
and dare I say, we still have Spice and Wolf. And
Sword guy.
yeah, Sword Guy. Which, why is that so highly rated? I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
Or
did
highly
we say something
viewed.
very interesting in that episode? I don't
I
know
think-
why that's our most viewed podcast.
Maybe it's because of Paprika and has
Maybe.
nothing to do with Sword Guy.
That's a good point. I didn't think about
Yeah.
that. It could have something to do with paprika. Yeah.
But with my low rating of this, if anybody cares further about what I think, I still think you should go watch it. I'm hoping there's a season 2. 'Cause I there's so many things that, in my opinion, that can redeem this to make it a better series.
I think in season 2, you're going to get all the stuff that you want. You know what I mean? I think all the things
I
that you
think
think is
so.
lacking, I think will be built upon if they have that. This was 2018. If I'm not mistaken, it was late 2018. It was July
think
to September
so.
of 2018. So this could have a second season coming. I didn't really look into it, but I really hope it does because I, again, very much enjoyed it. So, and anybody who has
Definitely.
issues with it, especially the same ones you have, I still think, could be like, turned around. This was just a treat. I really think it was.
Yeah, it was something to watch.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely makes for an interesting day. If you're like, I want to binge something a little different, you should binge this. It's only
Yeah.
10 episodes. It's a good 5 hours.
Yeah,
of
it
your
is only
time.
10 episodes.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It doesn't take very
It's
long.
pretty,
to watch it.
yeah. I feel like I'm just going to sit on the couch. This is a good
It,
episode.
it is a binge-worthy show.
Definitely.
With all my gripes about it, it's still it's watchable. Is it rewatchable? I don't think so.
See, I would rewatch this 100 times.
If I could just rewatch it and just have all the music, I'm sold.
Yeah.
But
It's so
maybe I
funny
just
that
have
you
to
like
buy
the
the album.
music and not the show.
yeah, that's
The music's
hilarious to me.
hilarious.
But yeah, the music is great. I love how they have the Gokudolls singing like at the top of it, and underneath you hear them basically as Yakuza.
Yeah.
It's like that's so clever. I like the entire song.
I
And
wrote
then
down.
the ending is so like somber, and it's like I don't know, it's cool. I like it.
There was one of their lyrics that I wrote down that I thought was really funny at the beginning, and I wrote it down somewhere. It was like, it was really stupid. Where the fuck is it? Oh yeah, it was like the drink where they're like, pass me the whatever drink that was, the Sasaki or whatever. And it was like, break a vow and I'll cut your fingers off. I was like,
Yeah, I think one of those songs was annoying as hell though. In the later episodes, it was called "Love Sentence." I was like, this is so stupid.
all of them are so dumb. And I love that when you find out like halfway through that it's the boss writing all the lyrics.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Their flashbacks were pretty great too to their lives.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Made me like sad for them though at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Just funny.
So what are we doing now? Are we going to choose the anime for next month? Or are we going to
Let's
go
do
into our
that.
review? You want to
Yeah.
do the anime? All right. So for the anime that I am choosing, I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
No.
Do you want an anime that has 24 episodes or an anime that has 12?
I'm
I
fine
don't
with that.
care.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
You decide.
You decide. All right. So I kind of had my mind made up on what I wanted to choose anyways. I just didn't know if you guys had a preference.
Don't care.
So this is available, I know for sure, on Amazon Prime. And it's called Happy Sugar Life.
Happy Sugar Life.
I think I saw that. Browsing
Look it up.
Prime the other day, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
So it is one season, and there are 12 episodes.
Hold on, I'm
It
going to the
looks
Prime Video.
cute.
It does look cute. I'm getting the manga if I just search it like normally. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this also came out in 2018. Look at us picking 2018 animes.
There you go. The audio is Japanese, I believe, but it is English subtitles. So,
Oh, cool. Okay, so this is a 12 episode one.
Yeah.
yep, it's 12 episodes.
After falling
So-
for a mysterious girl, Sato resorts to desperate measures to protect her beloved. No matter what it takes, she vows to never let anyone hurt the person she loves dearly.
It's a psychological horror.
Is it?
It says it's a psychological horror series about sweet and painful true love. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh,
You guys are welcome in advance.
Oh, thank you.
The first Google
can't
result
wait.
for it was someone asking, "Is this scary?"
Ooh, I think the answer might be yes.
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna be a good one. I cannot wait. I'm wanting something
Oh
good,
my
something new, something different. You guys have been
The
pumping
first
out
thing
good
I
ones.
see is Happy Sugar Life is fucking terrifying.
Yes! I can't wait for scary. Yeah! Especially after this. Man, I'm so stoked for scary anime. I can't wait. So Happy Sugar Life. Can't wait.
Yep. Happy Sugar Life.
When do we wanna do the next podcast? We're gonna talk about Angel's Egg in just a second, but in case people don't want to hear about, like the movie or whatever, just do you
The
guys
last-
wanna,
The last Saturday is June 27th.
yeah.
Do
You guys
you
wanna
guys,
skip
do you guys want to do June? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know your birthday falls in June, Mark, so you tell
okay,
us.
do you guys want to do June 27th? Because we totally can.
That works for me.
Okay.
All right, June 27th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m.
I'm
that
going to be
Central Time?
drunk as shit.
Fuck yeah.
Because that's my birthday, guys.
So,
Also 9 p.m. Central Time.
June 27th is your birthday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Happy Sugar Life, Scary as Fuck Anime possibly, and a drunk Mark.
Yep.
Excellent. I mean, I'll
Make
just,
sure you're on time.
if you need me to, I'll join you in being drunk. I don't mind.
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can throw it down.
Again, it's going to be absolutely brought to you by Not Absolute Vodka
I'll probably be drinking Absolute Vodka.
and other liquors.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Oh, you're doing a scary one. I kind of want to make the movie scary then.
Ooh.
Plus, your birthday, Mark, is a week before America's birthday. So
I know.
You should double up every shot.
2 weeks later, 2 weeks after my birthday is my kid's birthday, so.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
so
party,
weird
party,
because
party.
week after Dylan's birthday is Lena's birthday.
Nice.
What the fuck? That's so crazy.
And then my birthday comes up.
Yeah, your birthday's 2 days after Lena's birthday. What the fuck?
Party, party, party.
Birthdays.
It's just parties in a row.
My stepmom's birthday is like right before Dylan's birthday. Oh my god, there's so many birthdays. Oh my god, I think my brother's turning 16 in a couple weeks. Guys.
It's all a conspiracy.
Kristen just sobered the fuck up.
Oh man, I need another shot. We're about to talk about Angel's Egg. Dylan.
So, is Dylan the bartender tonight?
Dylan's the bartender. Hit me with another shot, bartender. Hey, bartender, can I get some more soda?
I believe you're starting to slur your words, so...
Yeah.
Why do
I'll
you
get a
mean?
gin and tonic, please.
So now, Mark, you and I should start speaking really slowly so it messes with Krista.
Don't mess with me, man. I cannot be messed with. I'm a genius. My IQ is 700. All right.
Wow. That is impressive.
I should tell people that my IQ is like 69 or something. So they know I'm stupid, but then also they realize that I'm really stupid because that's also a joke.
Yeah. Bum.
It's so funny. I can make jokes like the 15-year-olds. All right, you guys. Let's talk about Angel's Egg because I got some notes on this movie. Let me tell you, the guy who made Ghost in the Shell made this movie.
So let's talk about this movie.
Angel's Egg. When did this come out? I think it was like 1980 or something.
1985, I believe, the same year as the Galactic Railroad.
This explains everything.
Yeah, it does. It's the year of the what the fuck.
I had no idea what was going on for most of it. But I was entranced.
Because the whole thing kind of looked like, and I guess in a way could be interpreted like, if you want to think that maybe there is no more symbolism to it than just being like a painting. You know what I mean? Because there were so many long, awkward, uncomfortable, but also immersive shots in it, that really like made you feel bored,
right.
but also but also you just wanted to keep watching because you're like, is something gonna happen? Like I feel like I need to be soaking in everything that's going on right now, So I watched, I said to you guys before, I watched a couple people talk about this after I watched it because I knew that there was a lot more than I didn't understand, and there's a lot to this movie that
Yeah, so I was watching it going like, is this the first half? Is it just like them practicing animation shots? And then they're like, why don't we just throw it into throw the shit all together and just make it a movie? That's how it felt at first. I was like, what the fuck is going on? The somber ass music is so slow. I just woke up from... I watched it this morning after I got up from being in bed, and I was just trying not to fall back asleep. The first half.
Well, this didn't help you.
No, because of the music. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Well, the director of it, Oshii, was quoted saying that he doesn't even know what this movie's about, so don't feel like so bad.
I guarantee you he was high as fuck.
Well, actually, I, through my little research after watching it, found a little bit of information out. He was very into the research of, religion, and he was very into Christianity, and right before this movie was made, he ended up having a falling out with his religion. So a lot of people speculate. A lot. Yes. So a lot of people speculate that this has a lot to do with what he was feeling and the emotions of going through understanding blind faith and then, losing that, I have a shit ton of notes. So.
Oh, look, that's what the girl represents. He himself is probably that dude who's like, I'm just going to open the fucking egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't care
Well,
what's inside. I just want to know.
Yeah. I think that guy was actually a representation of Christ.
I think it was representation of himself.
Could be. It could be. I think that this movie could be like anything that you and I feel like I'm just echoing things that I've heard other people say, but it could be kind of anything that you interpret it to be. But I feel like there definitely is a lot of stuff that really like sticks out. And like going off of what I just said, him being Christ, like the thing that he carries around, what is that, a sword or whatever, totally looks like a cross. He's got, like the bandages over his hands, and he's going through this whole process of not having these memories and having this essential like blind faith in what he's doing. Right before he sees that big bird statue thing or whatever, not like statue, but like the skeletal remains of like the bird, he gets soaked in this rain, which could be like a metaphor for Christ going and being baptized in the water, because after that happens in the Bible, he has this moment of, oh, this is my mission. This is what I'm supposed to do, this realization. And that kind of like reflects in what the guy's face is. And I think that there's just so much like religious shit steeped in this movie. Like when all of those statues, I don't know if they're men or they're statues that come to life or whatever, when those like shadow fish start going around and they're running around and they're like stabbing them. A lot of people translate that to the seeking out of just blind faith and the constant pursuit of it, and just like the fruitlessness of never being able to actually capture it, and also going off of, again, the Bible. Christ's followers were known as fishermen, and obviously those guys were like fishermen. And even before they started the whole like Ark conversation in this, I was like, is this a Noah's Ark reference? Like, are they on the Ark? Like, what's going on? And then he went into that whole monologue about the Noah's Ark thing. I was like, holy shit. And I'm just like freaking out, man. It's like so much shit. It's so amazing. Like the visuals are fantastic. Dark fantasy gets me so good. It reminded me like visually heavily of like Nazca and the Valley of the Wind.
Oh yes.
And like I
loved the art.
It was so beautiful. It was just like watching a painting, and it was just so great, and like trying to figure out the meaning behind everything was just as interesting as like, just the visuals of it. And it was like so cool. And it couldn't be with all that religious stuff, it could be because the fish, they had the stained glass window for that and everything, which is, again, another like, Christian thing, and it's like, I feel like it's not just that, but it could also be symbolized as maybe like a whole mission of reincarnation, because at the end, when she sees herself, she gets bathed in those waters and she becomes mature, which could be translated as, oh, I've broken out of being blindless faith, and now I'm awakened to my, like reality. Or it could be, oh, this man has broken the egg, so now I'm mature as a woman, and here is the seed of that. Like there's so much shit in this. It's so crazy and so good. But I watched it through and I was absolutely fucking confused as shit. The first time, and I was like, okay, I need to watch some people talk about this. And then it started to really make sense to me, and I was like, okay, I could watch this 100 times and still not fully understand it. But that's what I think is so great about it. It's like, I just think it's really fantastic. I think it's absolutely like something that people should see that I've never heard of before, and I don't understand how. Like, it's just fucking crazy. And like also the like constant rain, right, is obviously a reference to like Noah's Ark, but it's so weird because one of my favorite quotes of all time is from V for Vendetta when Evie says, "God is in the rain," and I just couldn't stop thinking about that the whole time. I was like, oh my God. And I just like, I don't know, it was just like freaking me out. And like, the whole like beginning part, where he's standing on like the checkered ground and that big eye comes out of the water, and like that's probably like symbolizing the eye of God or something like that, and like maybe it's symbolizing he's just a pawn in his God's game. Or maybe since the checkered symbol like that is really referred to a lot in satanic symbolism, maybe it's the devil fucking with him. It's so many things. And like all of the jugs of water that she has around, water is a symbol of purity and, you know, like holiness. It's like, ooh, there's so much in this. And they just really went in. And I am so impressed with the people that did this, like just the concept artists and everything. I wish I could own like this movie, but it just doesn't exist on Blu-ray. Like, but it does for so expensive. And I don't think it's like, it's only Japanese though. Man, I fucking really liked this. And I really was getting into it, as you can tell.
Well,
I think the journey itself was too long. There's no reason for it to be 71 minutes. I think they could have compressed it a bit more.
You didn't like that 5-minute scene where she's sleeping and he's sitting at the bed?
I almost fell asleep.
You know,
I started
they
laughing because I knew it was like 20 minutes till the end. And I was like, what if this was like just like 20 minutes of just this and then it ended out 10 out of 10.
I really thought that's what happened.
Yeah. There's a reason they hire editors, you know.
Oh. What, you don't want to like have someone stare at the camera for like 3 minutes awkwardly?
I can understand, like, you know, sometimes that makes sense, but that, what the fuck? That I didn't need to see a fire extinguish in real time. Yeah. That was not necessary. Like,
now, I guess my real question is, who's your favorite and least favorite character?
The rain. The rain was the best.
The rain.
I like
my favorite character was Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Brought to you by Absolute Vodka.
This could also be a story of reincarnation. Sorry, there's a gajillion theories of this. And also, I just want to say that the director has also said that films should be what the viewer interprets it as, not what the director intends. So this could be whatever you want it to, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that's a two-way street there for sure. The director is always going to have a vision as far as what movie you're going to...
But I think he doesn't know what this is.
Yeah. Like I said, he may have been on something, and I don't think it was vodka.
At least these guys were more straightforward.
I think he was on, like conversion. That's what I think. I think he fell from his faith, and this was his whole interpretation of breaking from, in his eyes, what he viewed as some kind of like blind brainwashing or whatever. Maybe not brainwashing specifically, but like.
Do you think he sees himself as like Satan?
No, I think he sees religion as destructive, which is why when they have that whole scene where they're going after the shadowfish, it shows that their spears can't pierce the shadowfish because, you know, the fish aren't there, but they'll always pursue it like religion, you know, like with blind faith without actually seeing a visual. Like when she's sitting there with the egg and she says, I can hear it breathe. And he's like, that's just in your head. You know, and she's like, oh, I hear this. He's like, that's just the wind. That's her being like, no, I have faith, which at the end is probably why she appears as a statue on the eye, you know, so she's like symbolized as somebody who overcame it all, you know what I mean? And like still stuck by what she believed in, you know, which is why she gathered all the water and all of that. But like, I don't know. I just think selfish. That like, I think that this just had a lot to it, you know.
Like I think this is worthy of another watch.
Absolutely.
And probably
you could watch
multiple
this 100
watches.
times and be confused. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a conversation starter no matter how you go about watching it.
Yeah.
Should you watch it tired? No.
Should you watch
I made
it
that mistake
stoned?
this morning.
Yes.
I watched it tired. I was like, I'm trying to stay awake to watch this.
Not a good idea, because most of the movie is silent. Just not a good idea.
And it's got that soft, somber music and then the rain, and you're like...
I am a huge... See, it's so funny that you say that, because I am a huge fan of storytelling without words. Mm-hmm. So I loved that it was like...
Oh, I am too. But when it's slow like that, with that slow music and the rain ASMR... You just kind of fall asleep.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
but
hard.
I think that I think it like really like set the mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it definitely could be boring for sure. I totally get it. Definitely. I just think that it was so like steeped in like all of this just like symbolism, you know, could be, you know, from whatever you want, but I just feel like it was so obviously religious just based off of the fact that at the end and partway through they just literally show you the ark, you know, like we could be looking at a world where the world flooded, the ark was there, and these people are just reliving, you know, and being rebirthed over and over again through this life of living on this ark and not even realizing why they're there in the first place, just being given these missions by this creator, not knowing what they're there for, because at a certain point they share this collective amnesia, you know, where they're like, I feel like we're here for something bigger, but I just can't remember what it is, you know, and it's like, that could mean something more, you know what I mean? It could just be like they're remembering a different past life, you know what I mean? It's like all super up in the air. But that last shot where they zoom out, that straight up looks like an arc that's like flipped over and has just been there for forever, you know? So I think that's what happened. You know, I think that, you know, the flood happened, but the world just wasn't repopulated, you know, and everyone just forgot what had happened. They forgot who they were. They forgot what was going on. And, you know, whatever happened. There's so many questions. There's no, like, definitive answer. But that's what I got. You know what I mean? Like, it could be so many different things. Kelly said Jesus Christ will always be the best character.
No, the rain. The rain. Yeah.
I think...
just all right with me. Jesus is just okay.
Well, water is also symbolic of, like,
talk.
femininity and stuff in Japan, you know? So there's, like, so many, like, you know, this could be, like, a coming-of-age story, you know, for, like, the girl and stuff like that, you know, like, all the water and the egg being smashed.
The Virgin Mary.
Like, yeah, you know, there's, like, so, you know, like, not even religious aspect of it, you know? It could just be, like, oh, I'm a woman. I have this egg. It's being broken by this phallic kind of symbol, you know, and now I'm, like, drenched in this water, which in Japan is a symbol of, you know, womanhood, you know, and now I have all these eggs, you know, like, coming out, you know, it could be like pregnancy. There's so many things to take away from this movie. It's crazy, man. This movie was so just visually stunning. But, like, you know, I just thought that the scene, you know, where they're shooting all of, like, the shadows and they're destroying the whole city was really powerful out of everything, because to me, and to quite a few other people, I guess, you know, it's a symbol of, like, the pursuit of religion can really leave a wake of destruction. And I've personally experienced that in my own life. So I was like, wow, this film really resonates with me, you know, especially after, like, reading up on what other people's theories were. Because I left this movie really confused, and then I read all these other people's theories, and I was like, they're totally fucking right. Like,
it's like, you know, you see that as the pursuit of perfection, which in essence is the pursuit of religion, trying to find out which one is yours.
Exactly.
And sometimes there is no religion, and then you have this.
Exactly.
So it's a life of destruction, whether it's chosen or not, and oftentimes that can be a correlation to religious belief.
This is quite the movie, man.
Yeah.
So, Angel's Egg, go watch it. Have
For
conversations.
Tell us what you think.
Definitely a hidden gem. You can get it on YouTube. There's two full uploads of it on YouTube, just so everyone knows. I watched it on YouTube. Yeah, I straight up watched it on YouTube. There's about 6 lines in the whole goddamn thing. So you watch it subtitled,
seriously.
even if you don't like subtitles, because you don't need to read too much. You know?
Well, it's funny because I was, like, watching it because I was like, oh, subtitle, yeah, cool. And then for however long until the first, like, spoken word comes out, I was like, is this a joke? Like, why is there subtitles for there? No lines being said.
Just watch it in a cold, dark room. You'll be okay.
I'll hear the voices soon, I guess.
Yeah. It's like what Night on the Galactic Railroad should have been.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, you were right.
I think we picked there was some good stuff this month. I think we had a good pair of things. Yeah. It was a good show and a good movie. I liked it. I had a good time.
Yeah. The show was great.
Well,
Yeah, I love this show.
So what's
I just
the
learned.
next movie we're watching?
Oh, what are we watching?
Yeah, what are we watching, Daisy?
You heard me tip-tapping over here on my keyboard because I was trying to figure out where we can watch this movie. Because I was going back and forth on the one I originally chose, and then I was like, oh, if we're doing like a creepier like anime series, but maybe I'll save that for like Halloween time.
Yeah.
So I finally found something, and the movie is called Colorful. You can find it on YouTube, so that way you don't have to rent it.
Ooh,
I like that.
But let me pull up the description again. Good lord!
If you're all of us looking for it.
Yeah.
Here it is. I found it.
Yeah. So, God, where is my original?
2010.
Mm-hmm. So basically, like the premise of like what it says is a sinful spirit is granted the opportunity to prove worthy for rebirth, inhabiting the body of a student who killed himself.
Ooh.
This came out in 2010, and
I put the link in the chat for the movie if anybody.
It's 2 hours. Nice.
I
Yeah.
know, right? I picked a long one.
It looks like it's gonna be sad.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like
I'm pretty good at picking the sad ones, you know.
Next month is going to be a sad and spooky review. I bet you I'll still be laughing the whole time. Man, when are we going to review Grave of the Fireflies? Should we just cry the whole episode?
Dude, I've almost picked that a couple times now, and I'm just like,
Oh,
no, I
man.
can't do it. I can't.
I can't, yeah, right? It's the saddest movie ever made.
There was another one I was looking at. It's from 1973, but I was like, maybe a different time.
Yeah, save it. Whatever it is. Save
Yeah.
it.
It looks really cool.
All right, you guys. We got our next podcast, which is going to be on June 27th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, whatever.
Words.
7 p.m. Western Time. That
Pacific
time.
time.
All those different times. That's when we're doing it. It's all the times. Those are the times. And we're going to be reviewing, what is it again?
Okay, so we're going to review Happy Sugar Life for our series,
You can watch it on
which
Amazon.
is available on Amazon Prime. And then the movie we're watching is called Colorful, and that's available on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just type in Colorful Anime.
And I
it'll
also
bring it
put
up.
the link in the chat, so you can see that in the live playback if you need it. So there you go.
According to Kelly, she doesn't see a link.
I don't see a link in the chat. I may have blocked it. No, fuck you. I do what I want. Hold on.
Wow.
Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna. Haha. Watch this.
She's going to fade out again and fade back in.
It's in the chat now. Suck it.
I've been hacked.
Right. It's there now, so you can.
He's been
eat
hacked.
it. I hacked the shit out of it. There you go, ladies and gents. Here's your
Yeah.
link.
He's spoken like a true Yakuza.
In one of my lives. I just want to share a quick story before we end the stream. 10 years ago, I went to Japan with a couple of my roommates, and one of them in college, and one of them was Chinese. And we were in Japan, and we were visiting, and he, for some reason, walks with, like, some of his fingers kind of, like, tucked in. And it was during the season of the Japanese cherry blossom festivals. And a whole bunch of people were, like, running away from our group. Not running, but, like, kind of like, oh, and, like, walking away from us. And we were like, what's going on? We realized it was because my roommate looked like he had a few of his fingers chopped off because of the way he was holding his hand. And everyone had assumed he was in the Yakuza, and they were afraid of us.
Wow.
So that's the story. There you go.
No
Damn.
wonder she feels fit for this role.
We all had a good laugh about it. And he realized what was happening, and we were like, put your hand normal. It was pretty great. It was a good time.
Such a
But yeah.
random thing for them to think.
I don't even, like, I can't remember, like, he must have figured it out, and he was like, oh, shit. And, like, then he told us, and we were like, that's pretty hilarious. And we were all laughing about it. But it was like, we were like, why does everybody keep, like, looking at you weird?
You should have just went with it.
He just went with it. Yeah, give us free food.
Or I'll make you go bankrupt.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
You need us to protect your food stand during the Cherry Blossom Festival, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh my
Take that.
Take that, yeah. Look at this. We have Americans in our plan. This tall blonde bitch. She'll fuck you up.
Jeez. Like my boss, my hero, my devil.
My devil. It's
What kind of devil do you know?
Oh my god.
Well,
Oh,
all
almost
right.
choked on soda. Well, that's a yeah, we should go.
Remember, kids, drink responsibly.
Yeah, but only if you're 21 and over.
I think we covered that
Did we?
a couple episodes back.
Yeah, well,
They said don't smoke, but drink a lot.
you know, don't smoke.
All right, well, thank you guys for joining us to the Talk Anime to Me podcast on the Speaking of Anime channel.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome to the Krista Talked a Lot This Episode podcast. And
Krista had some opinions.
She had those
And they were
opinions.
Krista picked apart the fucking movie.
Hey, I'm glad you did because I had nothing to say about it.
Absolutely, same.
Yeah.
I brought it all to the table for you. There you go.
As
guys.
soon as you kept going, I was like, oh, yes, someone can talk. I don't have to say a word.
I was like, I'm just gonna keep talking until they tell me to shut the fuck up because I mean I got a lot of notes here. Oh man.
All right. So yeah, next month, Saturday, June 27th, my birthday. Come join us. We'll have some laughs. We'll have some good times.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Birthday, yeah.
Yes.
Lots to celebrate for Mark too. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, bring your cup.
Bring your cup, bring your glass. If you're 21, if you're not, then fuck off. Woo! But
Yeah, that
not
almost
really.
worked.
Stay here, just don't drink. Woohoo! Yeah.
See y'all next time.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye.